Hello everyone, Abdullah Alawadi Gaming is here. Oh, wait a second, wrong game. Let me just, there we go. Alright, so this game is called Sand. Now, in case if you don't know why Secret Neighbor haven't received any updates since like 2 years and a half, the reason why by that's because TinyBuild and Holograph they are busy on this project called Sand, and I'll be making a video about it and we'll be checking it out. So now, if you're wondering, Sand, oh, so they're working on this game, what is it about? Well, here's a short version. Sand is an open world PvP attraction shooter where players operate giant walkers across the post-apocalyptic dunes of fallen planet. Battle rival players, explore, loot, and extract valuable resources in a hostile, ever-changing world. And I am aware, in fact, that there are people who are watching this video are definitely not happy that Holograph is not releasing any patches, balance changes on Secret Neighbor. So TinyBuild, if you're watching this video right now, is it okay if you ask Holograph to fix Secret Neighbor? Because like there are some bugs that really needs to be fixed, and then we also need some quality of life as well, and also some balance changes. Only one update and then Holograph can work on Sand. Oh, and yes, I did enjoy Sand, and I'm definitely going to support you guys. Like, I'm giving you guys a chance. I actually enjoyed Sand, but please update Secret Neighbor. Thank you. Alright, enough nagging, my apology. Now, before further ado, as I'm recording this video, they released a day one patch where they fixed several bugs. So the footages that I'm showing right now is pretty outdated, so if you see any bugs in the footage, it's probably been fixed now. I haven't played the update yet because I'm working on the video, so yeah, that's all I want to say. Let's jump right into Sand. So I found this abandoned ship that has coins inside of it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna steal it, because why not? And from beginning I brought the wrong bullet for my turret, so luckily I found the shotgun turret which I needed for my turret. And then I started investigating the boat for the first time ever, and unfortunately I got unlucky, I didn't find much. And then I started investigating a second boat, and then out of nowhere, that scared me. I'm not even joking. And for Secret Neighbor players, I did not put the Mr. Pearson's voice lines on my editing software. This is actually in-game. And honestly, it's fine. I mean, if they want to reuse stuff, that's on them. But I find it funny. And while I was driving, there were like explosions under me. In a second, I thought that maybe someone was attacking me, so I was looking all over the place until I realized that it was bombs.
Bombs? I raise those bombs?
And then once the sun's slowly rising up, I decided to go down so I can fix my ship. And then I decided to investigate this boat, and yes, that box is floating. This was the first ever bug I encountered on Sand, but I mean, after all, it is a playtest. And while I was going around and seeing some missing things, I got some really good stuff on this boat and some ammos that I can use for later. And I also got my first ever new weapon that I actually have ammo for. So I started reloading it, and not gonna lie, this weapon looks cool. And then I started investigating this boat until I heard gunshots, so I prepared my weapon and I successfully went for a headshot. Bro, this weapon, man, something about it is really cool. And then I decided to test out my turret, see if maybe like I could shoot them all the way here. But because my turret is a shotgun, it cannot really reach that long. So I decided to go down and attack them for myself.
Headshot.
And while I was driving, I found my first ever victim. And he was targeting me. So I purposely made my vehicle to rotate, and I quickly went to my turret and landed some shots. I dealt some really good damage, and then I saw him and he was bouncing on the thing. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was trying to look for me, so I quickly landed some shot, and then I made him panic, and then I tried to go inside of his ship, but unfortunately I could not find any way to get in because I still did not destroy the ship yet. After I got back to my ship, he started attacking me, as you can see, and then I picked up a medkit and started healing. And then a little fast forward, I moved my ship a little bit forward, and then I started attacking his ship. And then he didn't show up on the ship until out of nowhere I heard gunshot, and then he started shooting me. And then funny thing, he looked like he was dancing. And then bam! I got my first ever kill on sand. And then I started shooting his ship, and then he got scared, so he ran away. GG, my friends. GG. And then I saw a ship just spawned in, and you know what I did? I killed him! Imagine getting killed when you just spawned! And then there's been an accident where I accidentally hit a bomb. And then after that I came across a third ship, and I was thinking attacking him, which I did, and I shot him like 2 times, and then he shot an orange flare. Now if you don't know what that means, it means that they don't want to be killed and they just want to be friendly. So after that, he came all the way here on the foot, and what do you know? He just wants to say hi. Also, is it just me or does he look like the medic from TF2? I heal the man who would kill you. And then after that, we were just messing around with the goggles, and then we were just talking about life, and then we were talking about how to dodge the bomb in the right way. And then I decided to give him a gift. I gave him 2 armors, and then he gave me a gift as well. How kind of him. And then after that, I decided to go home. Now the way you go home is you climb the ladder, you call for the radio, and then you wait for 2 minutes until the spaceship comes in, and then you use the zip line, and that's how you go home. Very basic, very simple. And this is the stuff I got, and this was the first adventure I had. Now, I did take many other adventures, but unfortunately, if I cover all of them, this video will be like 50 minutes long. So instead, I'll be showing you guys the best moments that I had around the adventures. Now for my second adventure, nothing much was going on until at the end. So I wanted to go home badly. And then I was voice chatting this guy, telling him that if we're cool, like if I can like use the radio. And then suddenly he started shooting me. So I aimed steady and was very careful. Luckily, I successfully killed him. Unfortunately, I could not risk staying here, so I decided to go for a different radio station. So I decided to steal this guy's stuff. I quickly rushed to my ship, and then it turns out he was inside of my ship, and he was driving it. So I decided to become spy from TF2 and backstabbed him. Let's just say he teleported to the back rooms. Yeah, that joke wasn't fun. And then for my third adventure, I decided to explore this town that was in the middle of the sand. I gotta be honest, the gunplay in this game feels really satisfying. It's just like most other first-person shooter. I also like it how it gives you two options whenever you want to aim your weapon. The first option is where you can walk a bit quicker, and the second option is where you can aim in fully. I really like this design. Anyways, after I stole everything from the town, I decided that I want more, so I started going for more! I went in a different town. And then after that, Playtime wants to call me. And yeah, this looks like this is gonna be a long trip. So I told him that I need a minute. So I drove all the way to the radio station. I called the radio station. I waited. And then finally it came. In a zipline, here I go. And then for my fourth adventure, I decided to target this guy right here. And then I decided to steal his stuff. Unfortunately, he didn't have much, but it was worth it. And then I started exploring another town, which was... let's just say there were some missing props, and I got extremely confused here and there until I figured out that there were invisible props. And unfortunately, because of the invisible props that I can't see, I ended up dying. But not too worried, because there wasn't people in the town anyway, so I got my stuff back, and then I tried to see if maybe I can fix it by adjusting my graphics settings, which didn't work. I mean, after all, it is a playtest, so of course I'll be expecting bugs like this. And then later on in the adventure, I accidentally bumped into the rock and started fixing it. And then I went to this town and there was an invisible staircase, don't question that. And then after I got back, I found out that someone was trying to raid my ship. So I quickly rushed and stopped him from going in. And then I broke his ship a few times, and then I left. And then for my next adventure, I found a ship too early. Then I destroyed the hell out of it. And then later on, I invaded this boat and got some double headshot. Oh yeah! And while I was traveling, I found some really good deal. The money that I stole, I can now use it to buy a sniper rifle. How cool is that? Now, the downside for the sniper rifle is that the scope is broken, you can tell, and it only carries one bullet. But other than that, it's awesome to have a sniper rifle. And I am so happy for it. So after that, I decided to go into this town, and here's a montage of me getting kills. And while I was running around and looting, I found a ship, and it was coming towards me. I prayed and hoped that the guy is friendly, but guess what? He wasn't. So after that, I decided to start attacking him back because I had a sniper rifle, so of course I have a chance. But unfortunately, I got unlucky and he successfully destroyed my ship. And then I panicked, so I quickly went under the ship, and then I tried to kill him with a sniper rifle, but I got unlucky and missed. But I ended up missing too. And then I tried to use my fist, which was a bad idea. I shouldn't have just shot him. And then I died. After that, I was sad, because I lost one of the greatest sniper rifle of all time. But honestly, I deserve it, because I bullied many other ships and I think it was well deserved. But that doesn't mean I'll stop adventuring. For my final adventure, I started killing more zombies. Here's a montage of me killing all of them. And then I blew up this barrel so I can go inside to get more loot. After that, I went upstairs. And while I was exploring, I found more zombies. Time to kill them all. And then after that, I decided I want to loot stuff inside of this building, and guess what? There were more zombies. Because the props were invisible, I had a hard time walking around and navigate, but it wasn't that bad. Thank God. And then I started looting on another town, and there were way more zombies. So, time to kill them all again. And then I started looting, and then I saw a tall tower. I got curious on what's above it, so I decided to climb my way up, and oh my goodness, I got a 3-barrel shotgun. Even though I am sad that I lost my sniper rifle, at least I got a new shotgun, and honestly, that makes me happy. And then after that, I decided to go to another town so I can test out my shotgun. And then, while killing some zombies, I came across a box that kept beeping. And then, as soon as I saw that message, I knew I had a mission to accomplish. So I traveled, and traveled, and traveled, and traveled. And then suddenly, my vehicle got stuck. But luckily, I unstuck it. And I traveled. And finally, I made it. I placed the box, and I got some really good stuff. And oh my goodness, look how far I traveled. I went home, and the story is over. Now, I know there are other things, like I haven't tried, like making my own ship, but this video is already 20 minutes long, so I'll make a quick review. Now, for combat is 10 out of 10. It's a really good combat system. The weapons, like, they're not that overpowered or anything. They're well balanced. And one thing that I noticed is that there aren't any SMGs. The only closest thing I see to an SMG is if you use a pistol and spam with it, but I don't think that counts as an SMG. So for the weapons, they're fun to use, they're well balanced. And for the ship where you can like drive around, they feel really nice to drive. And then there are like moments where you have to like avoid obstacles, which could be challenging, but it's not that bad, trust me. And the part where, you know, like you start adventuring, where you explore towns, explore boats, so you can get some loot, weapons, and also kill some zombies. Those are really fun, which keeps the game, you know, like a lot more fresh. But one annoying part that I'm definitely going to say it is definitely the part where you have to go. You have to travel all the way to the radio station just so you can leave. And you can also keep your stuff. Now, I understand why they did this, because if someone, let's just say they saw an enemy ship, they'll just instantly DC and then the enemy ship won't get the chance to like attack them. So I understand why they did that, but there has to be like a better solution to fix that, because I find that really annoying. So Holograph, please fix that problem. Your game is awesome, I enjoyed it. But that one problem, you need to fix that. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and will you excuse me now? I want to play more sand. Bye bye!